This week, 6 Democrats in the U.S. House of Representatives introduced articles of impeachment against Donald Trump, which they believe should be heard in front of the full House immediately. They would like for these articles of impeachment to immediately come to the floor for a discussion. Now, just a few weeks ago, Nancy Pelosi said that it's not the time to talk about impeachment. That's not something she's going to entertain right now. And around the same time, I had actually done a segment saying that I think it's too soon for Democrats to go ahead and start with this impeachment talk. I, however, unlike Nancy Pelosi, have changed my mind. At this point, from what we've seen from the Trump administration and from the case laid out from these Democrats in the House of Representatives, I believe we got a case here. I believe we absolutely have a real, honest-to-goodness, concrete foundation on which to build an impeachment against Donald Trump. Now, here is what these articles include. It's 5 articles of impeachment. They allege obstruction of justice. That's pretty obvious there. Violations of both the foreign and domestic emoluments clause, which is also something that's fairly easy to prove given the diplomats and dignitaries at the Trump Hotel at Mar-a-Lago. Undermining the federal judiciary. Well, yeah, I mean, the guy appointed a Ghostbuster earlier this week or nominated a Ghostbuster. And undermining the freedom of the press and a violation of the U.S. Constitution, which to verify that, all you have to do is go through Donald Trump's Twitter feed. So, yeah, I think we've got a case here. I really do think that at this point, it is time to go ahead and start pushing for impeachment. Does it have a chance of passing? Absolutely not, because Republicans control the House of Representatives. But keep it alive. Keep it in the House. Don't kill it. Because every week we're hearing more and more stories about another Republican who's coming out and saying, you know what, I'm sick of Donald Trump. Almost every week Donald Trump is coming out and insulting and making a new enemy within the Republican Party in Washington, D.C. Let him basically shoot himself in the foot on this issue. He's going to continue making enemies among sitting Republicans, especially if they don't pass tax reform, which it's not looking like they're really going to make it through both chambers. So he'll go back out, he'll insult people, he'll demean them, he'll bully them online, and then you might suddenly have a new ally in your impeachment fight. The biggest hurdle, I think, at this point is Nancy Pelosi. No Democrat in the House of Representatives or in the Senate who has been paying attention to what's happened this past year should say that it's not the time to entertain articles of impeachment. It's one thing for the press to say it. We don't have a say over the matter. We only give our opinions based on what we see. You're actually someone who could vote in favor of it, so you should always be in favor of it if there are grounds for impeachment, which there are. Nancy Pelosi could single-handedly hold this thing up and screw over the entire Democratic Party ahead of the 2018 midterms. The American public wants this man impeached. They don't want him in office. They want to see the Democrats do something to help remove him, even if it's not successful. It's not going to be a waste of time if you show the American public that this is what you want to do and this is what you can do. Do not hold these people up, Nancy. They could easily fail in this project, but at least they'll be able to go back to their constituents and say, you know what? We tried to do something, unlike the rest of the Democratic Party. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see here on Ring of Fire, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. You can see the little subscribe button down there, but if you're watching it on another device where you can't see it, go to youtube.com/TheRingOfFire, hit subscribe, be notified every time we get a new video.